I think we're live. I think we're all there. Good afternoon, good evening. How are we all? Are we all good? Are we all well? New fancy set and all that. Once again, I've been busy. I have a lot. I say I've got a lot of time on my hands. I really, really haven't. As you noticed as well, and I said it last week, fully decorated for this little live and what we do. We'll wait for you to come in and we'll say hello to you all. Come on in. Say hello if you're there. I've just got to check you're there. I never know if we're live or not on this thing. So coming in, drop me a comment. Here you all come now. I can see you all. Good afternoon, good evening, good night. I hope you're all good and you're all well. Drop us a comment just to let me know we are all there. Look, I can show you the new room. Look at this. Oh, let's take the little curtains off. We have new rooms, new snazzy room for our lives to go live. I know. It's not for our live at all. I had 2 interviews today from home, one yesterday and one today, and I didn't like the look of the office, so I painted it last night before my interviews this morning. The paint was still wet. Come on in. Gwen's in from Pink Frog. How are you, Gwen? Watching on the YouTube. Good evening. Janet's in as well. How are we all? Oh, here we goes. This one. Claire's in. Oh, Beats is in. Rachel's in. We're with Rachel next week. We're making necklaces next week. Sarah's in as well. Good evening, Sarah. Got to keep Sarah on side. She does a lot for me. Claire's in. Good evening, Claire. Natalie's in as well. All watching on the YouTubes. This is good. I like when you're watching on the YouTubes. Right then, let's kick this show off properly, shall we? See, this is how far we've come. Like proper TV, I've got my own introduction. I couldn't afford a voiceover artist, so I use myself, and then we will get White Gecko on the line. Let's roll VT. Oh, press. Oh. It's time for another episode of All Round Mine with me, Adam, with over 15 years in television and even more in entertainment. Let's dig deep with the people we know and love, that we've grown up with. So, pull up a pew, grab a seat, as I invite you all round mine. Yeah, I know. I've thrown some money at this. This week. I've had a lot of time on my hands. Right, then let's kick straight off, shall we? Because we've got 2 amazing guests to talk to this evening. Keep your hellos coming in as well. I hope your interview went well. They did go well, thank you. But we'll talk all about that later on. I'm not alone. No. We have not just one. No, not as advertised. I pushed the boat out. We've spent a little bit more money for another guest as well. There are 3 this evening. Yes, Sarah Jane, I'm talking about you. That we've got on this one. I can still see you. That you've got on this one. It is the wonderful girls from White Gecko. Be standing, if you can, for the one and only Sarah and Sarah Jane. How are you, ladies?
Yeah, really well, thank you. Yeah, really
This is what I'd like to hear. How's everything got?
I wouldn't get them free.
I know, I love this. I text you to ask, like, I didn't know I was getting both of you. Apparently, it was a very late, yeah, go on, I'll do it then as it's in.
Yeah, pretty much. She missed you.
Oh, well, we were saying just before we came live, it's been about 2 years, Sarah Jane, since we've spoke to each other or worked together.
I know it's gone so fast as well.
It has. A lot's happened. Maybe it's because of you leaving. Everything happened.
It's your fault. No.
Has anyone put 2 and 2? Has anyone put 2 and 2 together and thought, well, Sarah Jane's gone. Now the channel don't exist?
Well, that's it. That's why we're going from strength to strength, obviously, because I'm still here.
And this is what I like to hear. Now, you're here for many, many reasons. First of all, let's kick off for those people that may not know or have just tuned in on YouTube because they've been scrolling. Who are the White Gecko Lounge? Because you go under many pseudonyms. It's White Gecko Lounge. So who are you and where do we find you?
So we're White Gecko Craft Lounges officially, but it's just really long and people have just reduced it down to White Gecko and maybe sometimes just geckos.
Oh, okay. Just the geckos.
So yeah, White Gecko Craft Lounge is who we are. We've been going for, it's our 10th birthday this year. there's going to be a party, you'll get an invite.
Yes, I love it. Is there going to be finger food and a pineapple and cheese porcupine?
Of course,
If
they will
if
be
I
now.
have anything to do with it, yes.
There will be
love it.
food. There will be food. We're looking at a hotel in Cardiff at the moment to invite all of our lovely, lovely people to come and celebrate our 10th birthday with us. So that's going to be later in the year. We're based in Dinas Powys, which is in South Wales. You will have seen a lot of Dinas Powys on Christmas Day if you watched Gavin and Stacey.
Are you Barry?
No, just outside Barry, but it's where all the Essex scenes are filmed. That's what Dinas Powys is. It's not Essex. It's not Billericay. It's Dinas Powys.
Well,
So
I never.
Literally, you can almost see the road from the shop, can't you? So
We have a
just round the
mural
corner.
as well, don't we?
Yeah, there's a mural of old Gavin and Stacey around the corner on the side of a building.
I'm going to come down and see. Did you think when you started White Gecko, it would still be going 10 years on?
No, we hoped, but no. We got to the first year and we're like, oh God, we've done a year.
I know.
Brilliant.
Do you remember the days when we used to make like 50 quid in the shop and we were really excited
so
about it?
excited about that. And I think everything kicked off for us really was COVID. We were, pootling on gently before that, but the last sort of 5 years it just went crazy. Obviously doing Hachanda was brilliant because it, got our name out there and stuff. And we were literally in the January before COVID hit was our first sort of shows with Hachanda. And then COVID, I've got to be kept occupied. She has to give me stuff to do because otherwise
She doesn't like void.
I have to be busy. So during COVID, we started doing all the Facebook Lives and doing free classes for everybody just to keep people occupied. And yeah, it went crazy from there, really. So many people found us and we won an award this year, didn't we?
We did.
We won
What award was this?
Creative Business of the Year award. We were very excited.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, very much.
Yeah, so
If I knew this, I would have made another little slide with a round of applause.
congratulations with fireworks.
Award-winning White Gecko.
Yeah.
You wait till next time. You wait till next time. So how do you know, and I don't think I've ever asked the question, how do you know each other?
Do you want the real way that we met, or do you want us to make something up?
No, you can
I can tell you. I lived next door to a girl called Catherine who was doing Ann Summers, and Sarah was one of her Ann Summer reps. I sewed dresses for Catherine to go to a do in Western.
It's like a conference, Ann Summers conference. Sarah
couldn't go, so I went instead, and then we went out in the evening.
We went out to celebrate in the evening, this conference. There may have been tequila involved.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Some bloke threw a pint over her. So I kind of defended her honour. I'd only met the girl like 2 hours before, but, no one spills a pint on my girl. So, I had him chucked out the pub and kind of went for him.
I sort of owe her.
And now she knows so much about me, I can't get rid of her.
And then you've remained friends ever since. How long ago was that before you started the shop?
22 years ago.
Oh, my word.
Yeah, 22 years ago. So we've been best friends for donkey's years. I started White Gecko with Sian, who's the silent gecko that nobody ever sees because she's got a proper job.
Oh, I didn't know about Sian.
Yeah. She's the third gecko. So I started White Gecko with Sian. And then when we opened the shop, she threatened me and she said, if you don't invite me to join, I won't talk to you again.
Oh,
so I was like,
fair enough.
Come and join the shop then, love.
Come and join me.
For 15 years. Come on.
Come on, enjoy yourself coming in there. So you have been going for 10 years, and then this Sunday is a big event. You do it every single year, and it's not your birthday event. This is something you do for charity.
It is, yeah. So this is the fourth one we've done, isn't it? Yeah, it's the fourth one we've done. So we do a 12-hour live. It's an endurance test of my voice, her patience, because she's got to put up with me for 12 hours. So we start at 10 o'clock in the morning, and we finish at 10 o'clock at night. We are live on Facebook on our page for the entire 12 hours. It started because we had so many unfinished projects. So as I'm sure you understand, when you do the lives, you've got to prep something for the demo. It never gets finished. It gets shoved in a box.
No, it's true.
And it never gets finished.
And you'll have about that much left. To finish sewing up a teddy bear.
But you never finish them. They just get shoved in a box because you're moving on to the next project all the time. When we were on Create and Craft and stuff, you'd prep demos and they'd be 3/4 done. So we had between us boxes and boxes of unfinished projects. So we set ourselves this challenge to finish as many as we could in 12 hours, and people sponsored us. And I think the first year we raised about £700, and people can join in. They can come to the shop and be on the live with us, or just come and see us. As
long as they bring cake.
Yeah, they have to bring cake.
Nice.
They can join in, obviously, on Facebook Live. They can ask us questions. And as we finish a project, we then give it away to people that are watching.
No, I've got some that you can't, because they're for the girls.
All right, okay. Most of them we give away. Most of them. So we'll say, right, okay, this cushion cover's finished. Who would like it? And people in the comments will say, yes, please, yes, please, yes, please. We put all those names in a hat, we pull it out, and that person will get that finished project. And then people sponsor it. Yeah. So
what are we doing this year? I tried to tell them, and then I got halfway out at lunchtime.
So this year's charity is a charity called Freedom for Girls, who are trying to stop period poverty in the UK and worldwide. So providing education for girls and sort of young into their 20s and stuff as well. Providing free sanitary wear and stuff for those who can't afford it because it's expensive and it shouldn't be. But they deal not just with that, but with period poverty, but they also deal with educating girls on women's health, and they have like women's rescue centres and stuff as well. So it's an amazing charity. They do so much around women's health and helping women with lots of different problems. So
it really is as well. I was doing research on them this week because obviously I knew you were coming on, and reading some of their information and what they do for the younger women out there is a phenomenal charity. You've got a Just Give page as well. So where do we find? Obviously, it's Just Give, but what's the name we're looking for so we can donate?
Giving.com and then /white gecko. It will be on there, or pop over to our Facebook page and it will be all over there. And Sian will be there with us on Sunday, and she'll be putting it in the comments all the time, so you'll be able to donate if you want to.
She's at Hamilton.
She's at Hamilton tonight, is she?
Hamilton tonight.
Oh, the third gecko gets out and about.
You need to sing to us now.
I don't know Hamilton that well. I've never seen it, to be honest.
But yeah, so even £1. If people can, we're live for 12 hours. You can ask us anything. We will try and answer your sewing questions. Last year we had book discussions and random anything. You can ask us anything during the 12 hours, and we will have a conversation with us, and hopefully the more people comment, the more we keep going, because we've got to get through 12 hours of doing this live.
Well, count me in. I'll pop in at some time and say hello. I may come back a few times, to be honest. I ain't got Molly at the weekend, so it's just me. So I might just pop in and out.
I'll just
to be perfectly honest.
Why don't you just pop down to Cardiff?
Yeah.
Well, when we were chatting just before, I was looking, and I've just Googled to see how far it is, to see if I could come down for the day and drive back in the day as well. So I may be there. Never say never. I could just turn up in sequins.
I'll send you the address.
Before I let you go as well, I was doing some more research on the gecko. You also do a block of the week.
We do, yeah. So our lives that we do regularly, unless we're away at a show, like next week we're away in Newark or Festival of Quilts or whatever, we always do a Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday our lives. So Tuesday is always block of the week, so it's a different block every week. They are completely free. You can just tune in, watch, have a chat. That's always at 1 o'clock. Wednesdays are 7 o'clock, and we're starting a brand new quilt along, which again is completely free. pattern everything. You can just join in. I'll teach you how to do a new quilt. That's at 7 o'clock. That starts. They're always at 7 on a Wednesday, but the quilt along starts on the 5th of Feb.
Is the quilt along the pottery one?
Yes,
the blue one. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one.
So we're going to be doing that as a free quilt along starting on the 5th of Feb. But there's always a project on a Wednesday night that you can join in on. And then Sarah does a Thursday at 1 o'clock. And again, like today, it was applique, wasn't it? A tribal applique. It's all, so you get 3 free classes basically a week from us. So
that's good. And you do your unboxings.
You can go back on YouTube and Facebook 4 years worth,
and watch all those as well.
That's a lot. That's a big old repertoire that I think you've got.
Like 550 lives or something on YouTube now. So there's a lot of stuff there for you to watch, and all sorts on there. All sorts of.
Some of them you learn something. Some of them you learn how not to do something.
We put the bloopers on as well as the good ones, you never know what you're paying.
My favourite, I know you do a lot of stuff, but my favourite are the unboxings. I don't know why. I find there's something quite therapeutic about the unboxing.
You're not the only one. Our viewers love a what's in the box.
They're in the shop at the same time.
Yeah, if they get in the shop when there's a delivery, they want to get in the what's in the box videos.
When you were off ill and Jill was there, I thought she was going to disappear in the box and her little legs were going to be going like this.
I love her. There's something really, really satisfactory about watching them that I absolutely adore. Before I let you go, and I want one from each of you.
Okay.
Because obviously we talk about not just TVC, but we talk about the other side of TV as well. What is the one highlight that you take away, maybe from the last 10 years of White Gecko, that you absolutely love? And then I'll ask you the other one in a minute. So what's the highlight of what in the last 10 years? What's that one thing you go, yes, I love that. I remember doing that.
Damn it, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, but I like people.
That's true.
Yeah. I really like people. So, I mean,
I do too.
She does. But it's the people. For me, I like their stories. I will stand in the shop for hours and talk to somebody.
And I'm like busy. And I'm like, what's she doing with her? She knows their medical history, everything. She talks to everybody.
I just like people.
Yeah.
Always have.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. We meet some amazing people, and we've made some incredible friends as well. Really good friends that we've got now that we met through the shop or a show or stuff or alive. I think for me, it's I've found what I love. I've done a lot of jobs. I never really stayed in a job more than about 2 years, because I would do something and then go, I know how to do that now. I'm bored, and I move on. And I've changed careers many times, but this is the longest I've ever stuck at anything, and it's because I love it. I love the teaching. I love seeing somebody not know how to do something and me going, have you tried this, or try it this way, and them getting it, and you can see that click moment. And I love that. I find that very fulfilling, being able to pass, doing something I love, learning lots of new things, and then being able to pass that on. Love that. So yeah,
that's nice. Okay, so if that's your highs, what is the worst thing about being on TV or having a company that's on TV? Now we're on TV, you see, we can talk about these sorts of things.
Yeah.
So what was the darker side of being on TV? If there was one, there may not have been one. Do you get the backlash of the trolls and the keyboard warriors?
Yeah.
I trip over my words. I'll forget a word in the middle, and you'll see on the lives that you have this barrage of people giving me,
trying to finish
my sentence for me and everything. Thank you.
It's what I do.
Yeah, it's what she does for me and everything. But actually being on telly, faced with people I don't know on the other side, as much as I keep thinking I know most of them, or I know a lot of them, it was that
you found it very unnerving, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm going to mess it up. I'm going to cock it up, and it's all going to go really wrong, and I don't like that. I still don't like that on the Thursdays.
Where if it goes wrong, I just go whatever, and just keep smiling and just pretend that's what I wanted it to do in the first place.
Do you get affected by the keyboard warriors that think they're clever?
I do.
Does it affect you, or can you brush it off like a duck to water, or does it really? Because it got to me.
Yeah, I used to. So, to be honest, Facebook guys have been amazing. We rarely get any nastiness on Facebook. Yeah. YouTube, unfortunately, yes. Will you still take it to heart now if somebody comments, oh, she talks too much, or this is rubbish, or something like that. At the beginning, absolutely, I'd be like, how dare you? I try my best. This is a Facebook Live. If I'm chatting to somebody on a comment, get over yourself. I get quite angry and then hurt by it. I don't now. It happens quite a lot, particularly on YouTube. And I just go, whatever. You don't have to watch it if you don't want to. Roll on to the next video if you don't want to watch it. So it doesn't bother me now. I never find TV, I never particularly worried about anything with the TV. I always really loved it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed being up there. I loved the crew and all that were up there. I enjoyed it. But I suppose the dark side of VAT returns, I hate having to do all the people think that having a craft shop and a business is
craft all day.
You're just going to craft all day. And actually crafting is about 10% of what we do.
No, that's what we do after we go.
Yeah, the majority of it is very boring administration, to be honest.
Oh.
So
I've counted wool for 2 days.
You will stop taking wool.
That's all I've done for 2 days is count wool.
So it's not really that glamorous then, is it?
No, it's really not. No. It's really not when we're setting up for like festival quilts and you're broken by the end of the setup because you've had to lug all that fabric in and build shelves, and you're sweaty and dusty and gross, and then you've got to go in the next day and be like, hi, what do you want to buy? And you're like, I just want to have a nap.
And on that last day where you just want to go home.
Oh,
but you've got to pack everything down.
Yeah. And you get everything back in the van, and you just
It seemed a good idea to go big at the start and make it all look pretty, but you've got to pack it all down at the end.
So
yeah, I think we should sell balloons myself.
Balloons?
Yeah, they don't weigh anything.
That's it. I might jot that one down myself to do that one.
Yeah, I'll give you that one for free.
Thanks. So a quick synopsis of what you're doing this week. Sunday, you're live from 10 till 10 on the White Gecko Facebook page. Tune in at any time, straight the way through from 10 in the morning till 10 at night.
Absolutely.
I read you're only taking 2 small wee breaks at 2 and 6.
Yes. We've got two little 10-minute breaks. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Because Facebook
won't let you.
Yeah, it's what Sean's put up.
I just turn up. Princess.
Passenger princess. She just turns up and goes, this, and I go, this is what we're doing.
I'm here, don't worry. Yes, I can do it. Yeah. So Facebook won't let you go for the full 12 hours. You have to stop and start again.
You can only be live for, I think it's 6 hours. So we go live for 6 hours. We have to have a 10-minute break, and then we go live again for 6 hours for like the last 6 hours. So yeah.
Is that when I have a pee?
Yeah, that's when you're allowed off.
Loving it. So what can we expect in the next 10 years? And then I'll let you go.
Oh, well, bigger and better things, obviously, hopefully. Still just trying to connect with people and the community, because that's incredibly important to us. Obviously, world domination.
Sounds good.
Another 12 White Gecko shops would be good around the country, across the world.
Well, you've got a little pop-up shop. You've got a pop-up shop on the 12th of April.
We have indeed, yeah.
At the Hawks.
I'm meeting her at the White Gecko retreat to come and do the Secret Sewing Club retreat.
You see. There we go. We'll talk all about that as well. You can watch that back on the Secret Sewing Club YouTube and Facebook from Sunday, or you can ask questions, and it's the White Gecko. Anthea's on there as well. We're talking to Anthea about
Daisy
and Grace, and Hayley from Craft Yourself Silly.
Yeah,
and it's going to be a really nice event.
It really is. I'm really, really looking forward to it. Actually, it looks like it's gonna. The place looks incredible from the photos.
Yeah, I'm very jealous.
Yeah, you've got to do our
Can't
retreat.
believe Phil there.
I'm just going to do a little
welcome.
plug. We do have I think it's 2 spaces left for the white gecko retreats.
Oh yeah, no, let's talk about that one. So when are the white gecko retreats? When are they? So where can we find them and things like that?
We have 3 running in April. They're on our website. You can have a little look. There is a space on the 7th to the 9th, and I think there's 3 or 4 spaces left for the 10th to the 12th. They are in the McCure Bowden Hall, which is just outside Gloucester, between Gloucester and Cheltenham. So just off the M5. And yeah, it's 3 days of incredible sewing and good fun and more food than you can shake a stick at.
Yeah, you're never hungry.
I like the sound of that. Jean's commented in saying the White Gecko girls are really helpful when you phone the shop. It's just too far just to pop down from Jean there. Thank you very much, girls. I know it's late.
Yeah. No, it's my pleasure. Indeed.
Thank you for popping in, and I'll pop onto you. Let me know a time, and I'll be there Sunday, live, direct from the new office with the green wall. I'll be live from up here. Thank you very much, ladies. It means a lot.
Thanks for having us.
It's good to
Thank
see
you very much. I'll speak to you
Bye.
soon.
Bye.
Bye. Love you. Bye. Oh, aren't they beautiful? Aren't they just beautiful human beings? They really, really are. Absolutely love them. What they don't know is I can still see them, which is hilarious. So don't worry. I won't put you live again. Don't worry. You're free. Thank you very much. Keep your comments coming in as well. So what have I been up to this week? They don't know how to get out. Look, they are still here. There they are. Look, they are.
Oh my God, to get out. Get out.
Just close the website down. Just close it down. And you're good to go.
There's a new studio. I found the button.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Bye now. Yeah, it's been a busy little